Folks, what the crap's going on? Heir of Grand Cathay here, and it's been a few days since we've had a campaign episode, so I did try to record a couple of times. I had a couple of crashes that ruined some recording one day. An unfortunate part about crashes in Legendary, the way that works, like the saves are kind of limited, and it's kind of hard for me to get back and piece it together. And then some of my footage, I had managed to have the microphone muted, and there was just issues on issues that were getting really frustrating, and then what footage I did have, if I had cut all that stuff out and tried to put it together, just kind of looked spotty and weird. There was probably only one battle during that time, and it wasn't a particularly interesting one. However, many interesting things are happening, and happening whether I'm ready or not. So this is multiple turns later since the last time you all saw it, because, again, these things were happening. The Greenskins are invading from the Ogre lands. They push straight through the soft belly of the Ogres and are coming right into Grand Cathay, straight at me. And I've got a couple of armies here waiting, but remember that the Iron Dragon got killed by Grimgor, and he's still trying to pull together an army at Hanyuport. Hanyuport does have a substantial garrison. It would be a good place for us to hold, but against a Grimgor Wa and full second stack, it would be rough. If those armies pin me in at Jinwu, that's also bad. If they go to Kiang, they can hit me, and it's going to start throwing off my harmony. We're about to be in some rough times. I probably should be recruiting more armies, but we could also end up in the negative here real quick with massive off-balance. At the same time that Kolek and Archaon decided to stop fighting and be buddies, they pushed me back to the Great Bastion. I had to give up my fortresses without, which is unfortunate because I had spent a lot of time getting them ready, but I have to fall back to the Bastion. Miao Ying had gotten rid of the Skaven successfully, so this is good news. The Skaven were knocked out. I don't remember if that was on video or not, but I did manage to knock out the Skaven. Had two armies behind me, Clan Eshin, so they're gone. Miao Ying, I've now got her getting ready to head a beeline over here because we've got a Greenskin army potentially going to come in near the Vale of Titans camp there and towards Shenyang. We got issues. There are multiple issues happening right now, and it is going to be a desperate defense. Part of me wants to start recruiting a new army. I'm also partly worried about the impacts it's going to have on yin-yang balance. If we suddenly lose a bunch of trade agreements, we could end up in the hole massively. I am sitting on a rather large pot of money. Another army would certainly be helpful right now, and I'm considering, taking that army, and then if I have to, maybe just garrison it at the gate, where I get a big decrease in upkeep, which, would still be better than nothing to have that. I mean, I could recruit it at Nangao and then move it over to one of the gates. So I think maybe that's the option I'm going to take. So I'm going to go ahead and head in here and recruit a lord. Some of these are +3 yin. I should probably grab the one that's +3 yang, because that'll minimize the balance hurt that we're going to take here. It's a Lord Magistrate, though. Lord Magistrates are terrible. Let's go to the Shugingen. I mean, unless they've done something new with Lord Magistrates. I can't remember what kind of options they have in terms of hiring them. We've already got one that's level 6. I mean, that could be helpful in a way. Let's see what the tree looks like on this guy. I mean, I can always just disband him. Let's respec this to... Yes. Just remind myself. I mean, the last time I looked, Lord Magistrates were crappy. Inspired Assault. Melee attack +24 for 29 seconds, 60-second cooldown. It only affects one ally in range. I mean, that seems really weak. Charge bonus. I mean, that's not very useful. I mean, these are kind of stupid. I mean, this passive right here is kind of good. I mean, but you have to go a long way to get that passive. These ones are an active ability, and honestly, they seem kind of crappy. And with the 6 skill points, though, or 5, I could go ahead and get some really tough crossbows out of this, or Iron Hail Gunners, one of the two. I might be able to incorporate that. And if I go with the Shugingen Lord, we're probably not going to have very high rank either, and then I've got to make the choice of whether I'm just doing the same thing. But ultimately, you get magic in that. I don't know, let's try it. We haven't tried one. Let's go with Inspiring Presence. I'm going to go ahead and do Unyielding as the first pick. And then probably Eastern Fires, because I'm sure we're going to have Crane Gunners in this army. Let's throw that in there. So that puts us over to Yang 2. If I look at heroes, if I pick a Yin hero, this will get us closer back to balance here as well. Passive ability, Greater Arcane Conduit, that seems nice. Okay. So that puts me within 1 of being in balance. I mean, this army's leaders are not going to be powerful at all, but we have the potential. Actually, we should undo that. We have to spend 1 there. Let's do Curse, Wind Blast, and then we would start recruiting into this army. We're going to have limited time to recruit. There's limited slots to recruit, so as much as I'd love to have just a ton of elite units, we almost need to maybe just start going for units that we're going to be delivering every single turn. So, yeah, let's just try that. Yeah, times are desperate. We've got Skaven Undercities popping up everywhere. That is taking a ton of money out of her pocket. It's costing me thousands per turn. I don't know what is spreading those Undercities so prolifically. And then does it show us Skaven Undercities from this view? Better look. Can we just... There's not a way to move from province to province. I thought there was. We can do it right here. Okay. Let's just skip through these, take a quick look for Undercities. We don't want the Skaven to like suddenly warp nuke us or spawn an army or who knows what else they could cause from those stupid Undercities of theirs. So I'm going to take a quick prowl through here. See a building. Yeah, okay, so we're going to need like 1 more yin building. I'm going to throw that back here and see if maybe that'll put us into balance on the next turn. I can't remember exactly all the things that I have going at the moment, but I'm hoping that that will work out. I was considering taking this army out and trying to kill this Kurgan warband. I think we should.
The dragon's command.
If we can get a clean kill on this Kurgan warband and get back to the wall, that would benefit us, you know, like them not piling up and even stronger forces. In fact, the auto-resolve would give us a pretty clean win here. It looks like a decisive victory with low casualties. And the Razor Standard, let's put that on one of our Lancers. And then the Stalk. Yes, on one of the crossbows, I don't know. Not really a great unit for that to go on, I don't think. Yeah, I mean... maybe a Crane Gunner because it can shoot from farther away, I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and auto-resolve that. Take it. I said it was going to give us a clean win. That was not exactly a clean win. Take a little bit of the replenishment. Let's see if we can get back. I should have fought that because we probably would have taken way less casualties.
Celestial ancestors.
These guys are a long walk away though from the Turtle Gate. I don't think they can make it there. If I beeline this unit to
Your speed.
Dragon Gate, they could attack me and prevent me from replenishing, but then I would be able to supplement the Dragon Gate.
The dragon-blooded.
I think I'm going to go ahead and go here to the Dragon Gate, because that'll dissuade these guys from showing up at the Dragon Gate, I think, on the next turn. They can't reinforce with that one. They'd have to go through that settlement first, so I'm actually feeling pretty good about this. I should get a solid turn of replenishment here. And this army would be mostly all the way back into fighting condition, plus we eliminated a unit, or an army of Kurgan. I'm working on getting this active. That would help against the greenskins. Let's take care of the skill ups here. Okay, let's do the reassuring presence, because we may be spending some time in the Chaos Waste. I hope not. Right now we're going to be firmly trapped within the walls. Let's do something like that so we can do some damage. Okay. Alright, these armies are just sitting here, but while I hate that they're just sitting there, they're actually kind of useful at the moment, because
Celestial ancestors.
in sitting there, they're at least keeping the vampires and the greenskins in check. Now, what I don't want to happen... Oh my gosh, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, because he's got a war army. 5, 6. I can see 6 armies of greenskins, and I'm sure there's many more that are going to want to come our way, so I'm really concerned what those armies are going to do. Miao Ying, like I said, I'm going to move her to cut off. Yeah, let's just see what happens. This is one of the craziest in-game scenarios I have ever faced in a Total War campaign. I mean, in some ways it's an annoying crapshoot because it feels like it undoes all the hard work that I did up to this point to get myself there, but at the same time it's kind of like, you know, when you get the campaign rolling and you feel like, you know what, yeah, we got it now, we got it, no one's going to stand in our way. And all of a sudden, people are definitely standing in your way. Okay, they did go to Kiang with that army. I figured they might. Okay, they took the settlement, so that means they're going to actually start replenishing and recruiting. Crap. Okay, that was not what I had wanted to see. So Kolek moved all the way through to Iron Storm, so they're going to be doing some work. Honestly, the longer they take to come to the Bastion to let me single out the Kurgan, the better. Like, so the quicker that I can deal with the Kurgan and then deal with the other Chaos, I think it's better for me. Okay, so they're going to go for Dragon's Cross. We're going to lose multiple settlements here. This could be Havoc on our balance. It may not be bad on the balance. I don't know. It just depends what we lose. We actually managed to land in balance. It's pretty impressive. Nangao has an Undercity. Tear that down. Another Undercity. I mean, like I said, this is costing me thousands per turn. Another Undercity. How are these even getting back here? I thought agents had to do these things. Like, is it just random spread, or do they have agents all throughout my... do they have agents all throughout my territory?
Ruler of the Sky Road.
I don't want those guys to just head straight through me and keep going, but if I start peeling armies off here, I mean... We could give up Knobbly Gorge for now. And I could back up. You know what I mean? Like, if we lose Knobbly Gorge, that's not the end of the world. The vermintide? What? No! Why? I don't understand how this... What? I destroyed Clan Eshin, like, 2 turns ago. No!
Strange joke.
I think we just lost the campaign. Like,
Offspring of
Did we just lose the campaign? Them spawning an entire
perfect harmony.
vermintide right in the middle of my territory. They're about to take out my gemstones. That's gonna hurt my income. Gonna kill off one of my halberd units. That is stupendously annoying.
Make your ancestors proud.
Our hearts remain.
I don't see how they could possibly kill a single unit there. That's irritating. The Kurgan still have 1 army left.
Child of the Nine.
Oh my gosh.
It shall be effortless.
I was thinking things
My
couldn't possibly
ancestors
get any
require
worse.
it.
And then that Skaven thing happened. Like, how... That already happened. They already spawned. Like... I don't understand. I didn't leave any Undercities. Crap. Oh, dog crap.
There is
Well, we're definitely gonna have to fall back from
there
here.
is merit in this.
It shall be effortless.
These armies are needed to help protect the motherland.
Shaper of the 8 winds.
Might as well just begin the process. I wonder if
I am the pride of all Cathay.
I'm gonna hide one of these armies as I move it forward.
The path of destiny.
Alright, so I gotta give up Knobbly Gorge. I almost think I'm gonna have to leave Brother. Oh, we do have another Undercity here. Let's get rid of this. Wow. We're paying thousands a turn to get rid of Undercities. Killing Skaven is gonna be absolutely obnoxious to begin with because of all their Warp Lightning and other ridiculous stuff. And then these ones have Jezzails and Warp Lightning cannons and catapults. I mean, they're gonna be beyond obnoxious to kill, like well beyond obnoxious. I'm still 2 turns away from this army being somewhat combat ready. Like, we still don't even have a full stack here. Like, we're dying for a full stack. I'm really lacking mobility for this force. Takes 4 turns to get Longma Riders. Almost thinking about just throwing some Tigers in here because I'll get them quickly and they do a little bit better damage to infantry than the Lancers. The Lancers are a little more survivable. Yeah, the Tigers actually have the armor piercing capability. A bit larger entity. I don't know. Like, I don't love any of these options, if I'm being honest. Dang, man, this is just a mess. Like, it's just an all-around mess right now. Oh.
They have the honor of service.
Just do that locally because there's no need. Okay. What to do about Skaven? No one army is going to be able to face these guys.
The Emperor's chosen daughter.
I maybe move in sneaky with Miao Ying. Can we catch one of their armies in an ambush, start to single them out? I don't know. Even facing one of their armies could leave us badly damaged. I mean, if we could snuff out the Skaven quickly, we can probably hold everywhere else. But if I can't get rid of the Skaven quickly, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. Like, maybe campaign lost kind of trouble. Because we can't afford a whole bunch of losses at the moment. Because we'll have enemies pushing on literally every front. And we're not going to be able to hold back the tide. So the question is what to do with this army. I had to move Miao Ying towards the Skaven. I mean, they have not been attacked yet by the Greenskins over here, yet they are going to.
Never flag, never falter.
Could just try and beeline it this way to help cut off the Skaven. We're going to have to deal with the Greenskins over here eventually, but maybe if I can get these Greenskins dealt with, I can reallocate some of these forces back north. Holding out the vampires in this choke point shouldn't be too terribly bad. We gotta keep this on the Dragon Emperor's Wrath for now. We do have some skill points to hand out.
The glory of Cathay.
It's gonna be here.
Born to rule.
Okay, this is such a mess, folks. Such a mess. I need Logistician right now. Quartermaster would
It is
also be
mine
handy, but we're
by
definitely gonna need
bloodright.
Logistician. Oh, boy, hero not moved. Okay, let's put this hero in the army. It's a good thing we're training another army. It's a bad thing it's not going to be ready anytime soon. Cathay's recruitment is rather slow. Could put the global recruitment into play here. Probably should. Yeah, just maybe something rather than elite. We just need something. Some point, like just having bodies to stand in the breach is going to be useful.
You are deemed worthy of our.
What up, Greasus? You want me to join another war? Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Let me just join that. No problem, Greasy. Because I got nothing going wrong right now. I came over there and bailed your crap out, gave you back all your territory, and then you folded like a cheap sheet up against Grimgor. I don't think you even put up a fight during a single battle there. All right, there goes my gemstones. That's going to cost me. There goes our balance too, most likely. Now, this is interesting. We have a chance of underway interception here. It says that we're going to be valiantly defeated. We're fighting up against the Death Master. I've got him outranged because his Warplock Jezzails only have 330. Warp Fire Throwers, or neither one, Poison Wind Globeater. Okay, he does not have Mortars. None of his characters have Warp Lightning. I'm not really sure why it's leaning against me so hard in this battle. But with her being visible, it's quite possible we're going to be attacked by further Skaven forces. But we need to fight this. Like, we're going to have to start winning battles against the Deathmaster, or else he's going to spread even further. So let's fight this. Alright, I've got the battle kicked off here. We slightly outranged the Skaven with their balloon. And we're going to have to focus fire their Warplock Jezzails from outside of their range. The Jezzails would shoot my balloon down relatively quick inside of range. So I'm going to have to fire a volley back up, and just kind of try and kite their Jezzails. See, so they got those 2 Jezzails there. Their other missiles are not near as much a worry as their Jezzails are to me. And then the accuracy of my balloon, or inaccuracy sometimes, like right there, we scored a free hit. Those units, I'll take that. So I need to convince the Skaven that they need to attack. The Green Giant could be good here, potentially really good. I don't know if they have Warp Bomb, so I'm going to move my non-single entity units away from this Clan Rat, because if they have Warp Bomb, they may try and blow up one of my units. Okay, good. We're getting free Jezzail kills. We're killing a few of their infantry in the process. Their Jezzails are very dangerous. They can kind of control my leaders and cause a lot of other issues. Let's chase these guys up. They're going to probably make more summons here in a minute, so let's be ready to respond. Alright, we're going to keep the pressure up on their Jezzails. That was a bust. Fortunately, they hit a few of their infantry. Okay, it looks like the Skaven may be taking a hint here. Jezzails are going to be in range quickly, so I'm going to fall back just... Okay, there's another summon, piece of crap. Stupid summons. Hate Skaven so much. Filthy losers. I gotta keep them away from my crossbow. Every crossbow they kill takes the ammunition with them. I've only lost 2, fortunately. Okay, let's turn around and take a shot at these Jezzails. I can afford a few hits of my balloons. I don't want the balloons to get downed, but... I don't know how many summons they have. I forgot to look prior to the battle. Okay. Good shot there. Okay, they've got some of their units moving up without support.
The storm wind blows.
Slow that unit down. Okay, we melted that Doom Wheel, so that is a huge win for me. I haven't seen any more summons yet, so there goes a Doom Wheel basically for free, and now that Hell Pit Abomination is going to get absolutely shredded. Okay, we got some good shots. Time to fall back. Oh my gosh, my crossbows in this army are brutally effective. Killing the Deathmaster is going to be tough. He's hard to spot. Melted that crap. Okay, those Jezzails are hurting my balloon rather badly. Let's regrowth it real quick. I'm gonna charge these units just to kind of keep them off balance for a minute. Yeah, good. Alright, now just go ahead and fall back. We're just really trying to off-balance them from... Oh my gosh, those Jezzails are gonna hurt. Whew, that was like a single volley there, and they hurt me bad. Alright, the good news is we are holding out just fine over here. Took out some Rat Ogres. Their Jezzails are gonna hurt me. They're gonna hurt me something fierce. Now they are now targeting... Oh, they're Warp Fire Throwers. Let's get rid of those. I might try and take my cavalry out around their flank if possible. Let's take the Jolly Green Giant over here to take on Snitch. I'm gonna need
For the Emperor!
to transform Miao Ying. I should have thrown a heal down before I did that. Go after Snitchy. I need to get around their flank and go take out those Giselles.
Defenders of Cathay!
Let's hit those Poison Wind Globadiers.
Mistress of Storm!
Okay, we can do a Talon of the Knights. Right there. Okay, it's gonna make a move at least. It's not ideal. Okay, Cavalry, I gotta get you around that corner. You two. So go take out the Giselles. Let's get my crossbows that are alive and fall back to a safer position in case the enemies break our lines here in a moment. Miao Ying is getting cooked pretty good in this fight.
Jade Warriors! It is fated! The Celestial Faithful!
Thought I gave you an attack order, apparently I did not. Alright, so that's gonna shut down.
Praise the dragon!
Would have been better if we could have avoided a few more losses in this fight, but gotta take what we can get here. Old Snitchy is really giving us some hurt.
Jade Crossbow!
Try and turn that fighter in. Alright, so Giselles are down. That's gonna be a major blow to the Skaven's chances here. Okay, we got rid of the Rat Ogres. We just need to get rid of these Gutter Runners. And I'm gonna start dropping some heals here. Okay, we got rid of Snitch. Sweet. I'm gonna try and put as much beating on Snitch as I can. The auto-resolve really favors him. He's very fast though, and we're really gonna struggle to do anything to him in any significant amount before he flees off of the battlefield. Alright, whatever, we tried. So, it's a victory, a pretty solid victory. Alright, well that's one Skaven army down. I'll take what little bit of replenishment we can get, because we may be fighting another. Looks like the Skaven's turn ended. Whew, things are crazy. Crazy, crazy. Alright, we've got an underway interception here. The auto-resolve would give it to me. I mean, if we fight this in the underground, yeah, I mean, the Greenskins are going to camp back here on the top of this hill because I would be intercepting them. We can refuse to intercept it. I don't know what will happen at that point. They might pick up reinforcements. We could auto-resolve this, since I'm not going to take any losses, fall back to our settlement and replenish, and then have one of these Greenskin armies out of the way. If I fight it, I'm just a little worried about our front line getting bulldozed. Like, I don't have enough units to, like, very quickly drop these giants and other stuff unless we were able to lure them in one by one, and that's a lot. So we'd have one spider shrine, another spider, two giants, then we'd be getting hit by a bunch of trolls and cavalry, and then these chariots can break right through my line as well because they're chariots. I'm actually going to take this auto-resolve.
Make your ancestors proud!
See what we get here. Not great, but it did kill off their army in its entirety. I don't think they had another one close enough to reinforce that. Okay, so we'll take that. That's a W for us, I think, in the sense that it totally gets rid of one of their armies that was potentially threatening us. So we'll take that. I mean, we have to take it at this point. There's no going back. It's on it's on Legendary, so that decision was made. We took the auto-resolve. Bloodwind Keep, it says we can auto-resolve this and win too, and that's against the Kurgans, so let's do that. Now, we're likely to get pulled down by Kolek shortly thereafter, and it looks like there's an Undercity. And boy, there goes our upkeep. Settlement lost. Ambusher discovered. Sword of Cain. Enemy killed in battle. Faction destroyed. Great Bastion threat reduced. At the start of your faction ultimate campaign mission issued. Ambusher discovered. The Winds of Pain. Harmony Yang. And why did it suddenly talk to us about ultimate victory? Mission issued. Okay. Yeah, okay, ultimate victory, sure, we're real close to that. That's no problem. No problem at all. Let me just settle into a real simple ultimate victory.
My mother would approve.
It's another. Now, we did not have any problem dumping that last army. Now this one has 3 artillery pieces though, so that's a little different. We got rid of one of their armies. There's 2 more facing us at the moment. The Greenskins did just come flying straight through the pass here, so now I've got Greenskins behind my line. That's good. That's just great. Greenskins behind my line. That's exactly... How do they know that's what I needed?
Stands ready.
Which army would be better to stand off against the Greenskins? Neither of these, honestly. Neither of those. Okay, well, we can catch Grimgor here and give ourselves some small victory at the end of this. I'm gonna encircle him. It already says we'd win? That's strange. I don't think the auto-resolve is properly accounting for Grimgor here. He is strong. He's not just a little strong, he's a lot strong. Like, he is an absolute unit.
Dragon-blooded Shogungan.
Okay, we are gonna absolutely massacre Grimgor
An
here.
offense to my bloodline.
Big ambush. Okay. So we are gonna pile it on Grimgor and get rid of him here and now.
We will bring order.
We did not lose any units, though it very nearly lost us a unit. Boy, alright. Picked up a lot of loot, which we are going to be needing these days, considering our losses. Picked up a word save, province secured. Okay, well, we survived. I don't know for how much longer, but we survived that onslaught. We got King back in our clutches. Oh my gosh, this is gonna get a lot crazier before it gets better. I'm kind of curious what the auto-resolve would give us here. Because if I can auto-resolve them and then fall back, that'd be another... it's gonna give us high casualties. My thought is this then. I'm gonna retreat some. And I'm gonna enter an ambush stance and look for... That's 85%, 50%. I'm gonna fall into an ambush stance. We really need to replenish some. I don't want them to make it up that road. That's 75, 75, 85. I think if we move like right here, that gives us a pretty solid ambush chance. It lets us cover that path up into the mountains. It also gets me a little further away from their potential reinforcements. This army is in a forced march. The auto-resolve might be kind to me here, depending on what they have. Let's take a look. We also would get reinforcements. So yeah, the auto-resolve would actually be very kind to us here. That's a ton of rattling guns, and then this guy's going to have warp lightning, so I'm going to take that auto-resolve. Even though I'm going to lose units, I'm going to take it. Getting rid of that annoying Skaven army without having to deal with it personally is like almost worth losing the units. So I still think there are more Skaven armies in the near vicinity. I can replace our units there pretty easily. But that means we're 3 Skaven armies down, and I think they had 4. Which leaves this one as the last vestige there, so I think that actually leaves us maybe in a slightly better position, because if we... I don't know how often that Skaven vermintide is going to keep spawning. Like, does that keep going until all of them are gone? Like, does anybody know how that works? Because that concerns me that respawned. Like, it concerns me a great deal that it respawned. How often am I going to have to deal with that? Or is this the only time that it does it? I don't know. But like I said, let me know in the comments what you are thinking there. Let's see here. Replenishment, I guess. We've got Dragon Emperor's Wrath almost ready to go. That'll start hurting this greenskin army up here. It's looking like a pretty tough army. I'm very hesitant to turn away from the wall right now. Like, I'm almost kind of okay with the greenskin maybe causing a little damage until I can get an army to intercept them. I think I'm okay with that. And the reason I say that is because when I pull an army away from that wall, I'm going to have to pay all that additional upkeep.
The Lord Magistrate stands ready.
Which is not going to be fun. Plague of Rust and Hounds. Okay. But the Kurgan have temporarily been halted. I mean, Grimgor and his buddy are going to have a really hard time. There we go. We're gonna have a really hard time getting through tier 5 gates. It doesn't mean it's impossible, it just means we're gonna have a hard time. Grimgor was KO'd, at least for the time being. Quartermaster, Great Bastion, hit Quartermaster again. That'll help my income. And we got 4 skill points here. I mean, Grimgor, some of you might be frustrated that I didn't fight him. I don't think you'll understand how tough he is, and like, I've fought him already in here. It is insane to try and control him. So I am really okay with the idea of getting an auto-resolve against Grimgor, because you never know what could happen with him. He could come in and kill off a sentinel, or something else that would be quite bad to us. Point there, lightning strike, and then we've got... I just want to take care of these skill point upgrades, and then we should be done for now. It's a bit of a rocky episode, but it's an episode. Like I said, we're alive. We had to give up quite a bit of ground, which I'm not a huge fan of. Like, I don't like giving up what I've taken, but at the same time, I have to be realistic about knowing when is the appropriate time to stand one's ground and when is the appropriate time to give in on it.
A dark force destabilizes us.
I cannot upgrade those settlements because Chaos is just going to attack them. I don't see any more Skaven undercities underneath us at the moment. Now, we could confederate these guys to try and gain some more troops, but then we also lose our trade with them, so we're about to lose Knobbly Gorge, but we can hold this choke point right here against the vampires. They'll struggle to move out against me, and then in a couple more turns, I have another army, and it's a pretty tough one, honestly, at the moment. It could use another sentinel maybe in it, and minus something else. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead, since we're no longer under threat, like, I'll just go ahead and put another sentinel in the queue here, because we'll get it after 2 turns. So that'll leave a pretty good army there with Xiao Ming. And then let's see what we got here. This army, it looks like I was working on that tree. Summit, Arcane Conduit, Magic Reserves. Alright. Well, I do need to end my turn so that it can save our game. I have a commandment available here again. So, hope you all enjoyed it. I will see you all next time. And who knows what we're getting then, because this has been quite the roller coaster. HeirofCarthage, signing out for now. See you soon.